Okay, we are now streaming live the second part of the trustees meeting, December 16th, 2019. All cameras are on.
Okay.
Come back to regular session if you wish.
Sure. Make a motion to come back to regular session.
Second.
Trustee Knapp,
Yes.
Trustee Torano,
Yes.
Trustee Rivers.
Mr. Trustee Rivers has inexplicably left the premises without any explanation, so I'm unsure as to what's going on there. As I mentioned earlier in this meeting, Mr. Bodnar has worked for us for 4 years, has worked a very long time for us, has worked very hard. He's increased morale. He's gotten our department, he's hired a bunch of great people. He's helped train them. He's facilitated people working together and caring about each other and working as a team, which is something that this township has been lacking for quite a while. Like I said, people were afraid for their jobs. They didn't want to cooperate. They were competitive with each other. They threw each other under the bus because they didn't want to be the one that was in trouble. And with Mr. Bodner's leadership over the last 4 years, I think I would like to see that continue. I heard that Mr. Trustee Rivers has not been in any contact. When is the last time that Trustee Rivers has met with you?
The first quarter of this year.
Okay. And has he had phone conversations with you
No.
since that point?
Not at all.
Has he had like text exchanges that are meaningful with you?
Not at all.
So there's been very little contact. I'm unsure as to how a chairperson can say they're running the township when they have absolutely zero contact with the administrator, who is the top non-elected person who actually runs the day-to-day operations. So I'm not sure what the residents are actually getting for their money, what they're paying Mr. Rivers, but in my opinion, it's not to actually lead the township because he's completely not involved with our administrator, who's done an excellent job. Trustee Turner, are you comfortable with Mr. Bodnar as our administrator?
Oh, I think it was one of the best decisions we made 4 years ago, and the township is definitely in better hands, and the staff is also since we hired him.
Yes, that was a decision that all three trustees at the time were actually in agreement with. So I would like to offer the resolution on my phone. I just actually got this back from the attorney late today. I would like to offer Mr. Bodnar a contract. Let's see here. This is a contract. It's a contract where he will be. It's for 2.5 years, and he would get a 2.5% raise per year in January, so it would coincide with everything else of the other employees. Same amount of vacation and sick leave. And let's see here. Are you okay with that, Mr. Bodnar?
Most certainly.
Trustee Turner, are you okay with that?
I am.
Okay. Let's see. So I would like to make a motion, whereas the Orange Township Board of Trustees hired Lee Bodnar as Township Administrator in 2016, and whereas the board desires to retain Administrator Bodnar and execute a new employment contract, and whereas the board desires to enter into the attached employment contract Exhibit A with Mr. Bodnar, specifying the terms and conditions of his continuing employment, now therefore be resolved by the Board of Trustees of Orange Township that Section 1, the board hereby approves the attached employment contract Exhibit A with Lee Bodnar in order to retain Mr. Bodnar as Township Administrator. Section 2, all formal actions of this board concerning and relating to the passage of this resolution were adopted in an open meeting of the board, and all deliberations of this board and of any of its committees that resulted in such formal action were in meetings open to the public in compliance with all legal requirements, including RC 121.22. Section 2, this resolution shall be in full force in effect immediately upon adoption. Also that this contract that we'll be approving now will supersede the existing contract that we have with Mr. Bodnar, and this one will be effective December 31st, 2019.
Ms. Knapp, I may have missed it. Does the resolution, who's going to sign the contract on behalf of the township?
All members, or a majority of the board?
Well, I don't know how's the form set.
There's 3 names.
Then I would just indicate that all members of the board as part of the motion.
As part of that, okay.
Or, you know,
Or it wouldn't be all because they're not all here, but a majority, the board shall sign, or, well,
Well, I don't know. It just, usually that's in there. Either all
well, but wait, but if
or-
it's, if we're making the only reason we need that is when someone else is being authorized to sign something on our behalf, correct?
No, usually, at least if I'm drafting it, I'll specify, who's going to sign
It's
it.
usually one person.
It usually is, although sometimes the forms the county sends you require all 3.
Can you say the majority of the board?
You could just say that Trustee Triano and Trustee Knapp
Okay.
shall execute the contract.
Okay, Trustee Turner and Trustee Knapp shall.
If you're both comfortable with that, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. It's just
Fourth
an
trustee,
issue.
Trustee Knapp and Trustee Turner will execute the contract if they are comfortable with that. Okay, is that complete?
I take out the comfortable part.
Okay, I'm sorry, remove the comfortable part. Okay, so is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just think you want to authorize this.
Okay. All right, so do you want to take a call roll?
Second.
Trustee Knapp,
Yes?
Trustee Trano,
Yes.
Trustee Rivers.
Just, just check, do we have any other business?
No, that's it.
That's it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Last
And
meeting of the year.
yes, President, and if we do need a special meeting for some reason, we could have one in the next 10 days or so. So I would just like to say it's been, like I said earlier, a great 21 years, and I'm proud of everything I did, and I'm not going anywhere. I will be active in the community, and I will continue to be active politically, and I'll still be around with commentary on all kinds of things. So thank you very much for 21 years.
Great.